join our family of creators. Your support means the world to us. Subscribe now to the Content Creator channel. Your support keeps us motivated and helps us bring you fresh, exciting content every week. Hit that subscribe button and be part of our journey. What drives a politician to look past a seemingly certain victory? This is the question many are asking about Vice President Kamala Harris. Here in the late summer of 2025, the political air is thick with speculation. The path to the California governor's mansion in 2026 seems almost paved for her. It is a role she knows well, a state she has served as Attorney General and Senator. Yet all signs point to a different map, a different destination. The real question isn't whether she could win in California. The real question is why she is choosing not to. It's a calculated decision, one that speaks volumes about her ultimate ambition and her perception of the national stage. The pull of home is strong for any political figure. For Harris, California is more than just a home state, it is her political cradle. She built her career there, from the streets of San Francisco as district attorney to the state's top law enforcement officer. Returning to lead the nation's most populous state would be a crowning achievement for many. But for Harris, it appears to be a detour, not a destination. The decision to forgo this powerful position reveals a strategic mindset focused on a much larger prize. It suggests a belief that her time and energy are better spent preparing for a national campaign, a contest that requires a vastly different set of skills and a far broader coalition of support. This quiet pivot away from a gubernatorial run is a story told not in grand announcements but in subtle moves and strategic silences. This is the chess game of a long-term political player. The decision is a gamble, and a significant one at that. By skipping the governor's race, she is betting on herself and on the political winds of the next 3 years. The allure of being governor of California is undeniable. It is often described as a job akin to running the 5th largest economy in the world. The governor wields immense power, shaping policy on everything from technology and the environment to entertainment and agriculture. But the logic of a traditional career path seems to be precisely what Harris is rejecting. Running a state as complex and diverse as California is an all-consuming task. It involves daily battles with a state legislature, managing natural disasters like wildfires and droughts, and navigating the intricate web of local county and city politics. For Harris, taking on this role in 2026 would mean being bogged down in state-level issues right when the 2028 presidential primary season begins to heat up. Kamala Harris's ambition has never been a secret. It has been the driving force of a career marked by a rapid, methodical ascent through the political ranks. As the first woman, the first African American, and the first South Asian American to hold the office of vice president, she is already a historic figure. But the presidency represents the ultimate breaking of that glass ceiling. This ambition requires a specific strategy, one that is national in scope from the very beginning. By staying in the more controlled environment of the vice presidency, Harris and her team can better manage her message and her image. The political climate of 2025 is a complex and volatile one, and it profoundly shapes Kamala Harris's strategic calculations. We are living in an era of deep partisan division. The electorate is polarized, and the path to a national victory is narrow. The Democratic Party itself is undergoing its own internal evolution. By remaining on the national stage, she can continue to position herself as a figure who can bridge these divides. They can choose their battles, decide when and where to engage and build a narrative that is tailored for a national audience. Looking ahead to 2028, the issues that will define the election are likely to be national and global in scope. So, the path to the 2028 Democratic nomination is far from guaranteed for Kamala Harris, despite her position. To win the presidency, she really has to step out of that shadow and present a clear, compelling vision for the country that is uniquely her own. Another significant challenge is fending off potential primary challengers. However, with all these challenges comes some immense opportunities. Her position as vice president gives her unparalleled advantages. But the ultimate opportunity for Harris is to frame the 2028 election as a choice between the past and the future. If she can successfully convince a majority of Americans that she represents progress, innovation, and a steady hand in a turbulent world, then, honestly, the horizon of 2028 holds the very real possibility of a victory that would once again reshape American history. Within the inner circles of the Democratic Party, the consensus is clear. Kamala Harris is running for president in 2028. For most party insiders, the path is clear. They see her as the strongest and most logical successor, and they are preparing the ground for what they hope will be a coronation, rather than a contested primary. History provides a fascinating lens through which to view Kamala Harris's strategic choice. Kamala Harris's decision to bypass the 2026 gubernatorial election sends ripples across the political landscape of her home state. A new generation of California politicians now sees a path to the top job. California's role will shift from being her home base to being her primary launchpad. In the end, Kamala Harris is playing for the highest stakes in the game of politics. By skipping a safe bet in California, she is demonstrating an unwavering belief in her own destiny and her vision for the country. The road to 2028 will be long and challenging, but it is a road that America will travel with her, toward a destination that remains to be written.